Hey, this is Abel Macias here, the Bootstrap Rainmaker, and today I have a really cool message for you called The Basics of Listing Marketing. Okay, this is one of the topics I cover in my upcoming training, the Listing Accelerator. So what are the basics of listing marketing, and why does it have everything to do with how many listings you're selling or how many listings you're not selling as a real estate expert? Okay, but before we dive into this, if there's anyone you think that could benefit from this message, please share it below or tag them in the comments below. And just to make sure that, if you like this video, share it, because then I'll know that you like it and I'll be making more cool videos like this. Okay? Does that sound fair? All right, let's go ahead and dive in. So what are the basics of property listing marketing? Okay, in my honest opinion, this is bar none the most important skill a real estate agent has to master in order to get out of that buyer zone, okay? And this is what I mean. If you don't master this skill as a realtor, you're going to be stuck in your career as a buyer agent. Okay? You'll never really progress more than that. That's why I said this is really the number one skill that a real estate agent has to master. Now, there's a really simple equation to this. And it's actually, most of you are going to be like, well, duh, right? But the simple equation is the more exposure you get for your listing, the more offers you get. It's simple. It's really simple like that. More exposure equals more offers. Okay, so after about 10 years of being a marketing director and running my own properties, here's the 101. All right, so the 101 is this. There are essentially channels, and when we call them channels, these aren't TV channels. These are different areas in which you can promote your listing, right? And we have different ones. We have internet, we have live events, TV, radio, and print. Those are the different ones that you can do right now. Now, internet, for example, over here, internet will give you the biggest bang for your buck. Now, if you do this correctly, all right? If you do it correctly, you get a massive amount of exposure to the right people at the right time. Now, the other one is going to be print. Now, print, such as mailers, can bear some results when done correctly. Now, honestly, the way I've seen print to work best, such as your mailers, is when it's done in conjunction with an internet strategy. When it's done together, it's very, very powerful. The next one is going to be TV, such as commercials. Right? Now, these are very expensive. And to be honest with you, they're very limited to a window of time that you can actually show your ad or show your listing. So in this type of channel, really, like, all the stars have to align perfectly for you to turn that into a lead. All right, like, someone has to be watching at exactly the right time when your ad shows up, and by itself, it's not a very good channel. All right, the next one is gonna be radio. We're not gonna spend too much time on this because honestly, radio ads for property listings, they're just a complete waste of time and money. Period. Just take my word for it. Just pass on this altogether. All right? It's really not worth it. Now, events, when we talk about events, we're going to be talking about events more like, these are going to be your open houses. All right? Now, open houses, these are live events that again, if done in conjunction with a really good, internet strategy, these can be awesome. You can drive a lot of people, in-person traffic over to your property, okay? But by itself, it really doesn't do very good, all right? So in this little micro lesson, let's talk about the takeaway. The takeaway is really simple. Internet is going to be the best bet for you, all right? As far as exposure goes, it's the best bet. And again, when I talk about this, when it's done correctly, and you can target homeowners and home buyers that are ready to buy soon, and you can show your property to them, but also in multiple places, not just in one place, and not just when all the stars have to be lined up. When you do it on internet the right way, you can put them in many, many different locations, and you can run them over and over and over again. It's a great opportunity for you to really put your listing up there and really show the world really your listing, right? What you want to do first, though, is you're going to want to use something like Facebook or Google Ads, all right? Now, this, when done correctly, it allows you to target potential buyers around your neighborhood, all right? Now, we'll talk about that a little bit more in some of my other trainings, and some of these other small videos, but we can also do YouTube and we throw it into the mix. It's very, very powerful. But we definitely want to be doing things like Facebook and Google Ads and YouTube as well, in order to be able to target those potential buyers in our neighborhood. All right. Next thing is you definitely want to have a plan on how to promote your open houses. These are the events. Okay. If done correctly, you're able to promote an open house event so that you can very quickly generate a lot of buzz and a lot of interest quickly on that particular property. All right. So it's really important to have a plan on how you're going to be promoting these live events. All right. So finally, let's talk about the third thing. Now, some properties, you do need to promote outside of your neighborhood, right? So if it's like a first-time home buyer property and you really see that this property is great for a first-time home buyer, well, you're really not going to have to be promoting it any farther than around the neighborhood most of the time. But then you start getting into certain properties that really do require you to promote them outside of your neighborhood. So you got to get more of a broad exposure in these properties. So whether it's at a city level or at a state level, some properties that we have need to be done in a couple of different countries. And then a few luxury properties that I've worked on really require the need for a global campaign. And those are really just for certain agents that really have, let's say that you get a luxury property that you need to promote it in Europe or Asia or South America. There are different ways so that you can promote your listing globally, but really it's about having a plan on how big of the exposure you're going to be doing. All right. So once again, guys, if this is something that you guys like, please share it below. If you think someone will benefit from it, tag them in the comments below. And again, thank you again for your time. My name is Abel Macias, the Bootstrap Rainmaker. I'll be bringing more videos like this. Thanks a lot. Remember, keep on rainmaking. Hey guys, thank you for your interest in this video. If you guys are ready to go more in depth into listing promotion, go ahead and check out and get access to my free listing promotion training guide. Okay, you guys won't regret it. For more videos here on YouTube, check out our playlist for everything to do with listing promotions. And as always, don't forget to subscribe so you guys can get notified of the next training. See you guys in the next one.